mini altcoin season's going to come, whatever. That, I don't think it's a mini altcoin season, but everything gets carried by Bitcoin. Everything gets carried upwards. That's how it's always been, right? But will they outperform Bitcoin? No. That's why Bitcoin dominance keeps going up. But that doesn't mean that Bitcoin hits 125,000 and Ethereum stays at 1,800. No. Ethereum will be at like 5,000-6,000 by then. Solana, I would not be surprised if it was at like 300 by then. A full 10x, and everything else will be just as high. And that's not even including what true altcoin season will bring. True altcoin season will bring a lot of these much further and much higher than the previous high, and we'll get a lot of these micro caps and small caps, the ones that you guys may be speculating on. They will do 100x, some will do 1,000x. Every single cycle we see a few of these actually do like 1,000x and become like a top 20 project. That's exactly Crypto Hound. Thank you again. That's exactly what happened to Solana. Solana was nothing. It was less than nothing. It was in the pennies in 2021. And now look at it. It's at number 7 with a 13 billion market cap. In the prior cycle before that, same thing, BNB and Cardano and Tron, they were less than nothing, and they're in the top 10. So I'm saying every single cycle, you have someone do like 1,000x and become a new powerhouse. And it's going to be no different this time around. But it's too early to speculate right now. Like in 2024, when it's clear that we're getting into that FOMO season, right? That's when we start speculating, because that's the smart time to do it. But I'm saying this time around, we kind of had it with Pepe, but Pepe is only the beginning. Pepe was an anomaly because it did pump, not during like altcoin season. But we're going to get another Pepe. We're going to get something else that will outperform even Pepe, go from pennies to hundreds of dollars by the end of the cycle. That's how amazing each one of these cycles are. It's really like, people will say it's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It is and it isn't. Obviously, once something pumps up to tens of billions, you can't make the same kind of gains from it. But there's always another one that could do the same thing right around the corner. And that's what's so exciting. That's why we're in it right now, because it's so early. In another 20 years or 30 years, it's probably not going to be like that anymore. So that's why we got to take advantage of right now. 72.5% of video game companies have ventured into Web3. One of the arguments I made, and I said this yesterday talking to Noah and Moby Media, right now we don't really see any change really decouple away from Bitcoin, right? Why is that? Because we don't have a killer dApp or a killer game that has millions of users playing it, okay? But one day we will. One day we'll have like, I don't know, Diablo 5. That's going to be on top of, I don't know, Avalanche, for example, or Solana. And you have millions of players playing it. Yeah, then that chain that resides on and that token would explode. But right now we don't. We have a lot of mini games. We have a little adoption with crypto games. Very little, right? But one day that's going to change. It could be in 2025. Maybe, if not, maybe by 2030, right? I know there's a lot of Web3 developers right now that are programming some awesome games. And SocialFi, right? We don't have that killer dApp yet. But once we do, that's when the landscape changes. That's when these chains will truly decouple from Bitcoin. And one day they may even become bigger than even Bitcoin. Right now, it's like everyone's kind of moving in tandem. There's a little bit of movement, difference between them because of their roadmap and upcoming releases. But like in the future, if you have a game that's pulling in like 1 million users per month, that's going to change things. It just hasn't happened yet. Again, another reason why it's so early. As big as these chains seem to be, they're nothing. They're nothing yet. Just wait. Next 10 years, what it's going to be like, all these game manufacturers will be in Web 3. Well, by then it's probably called Web 4. And I don't know what that means. Maybe we're all wearing virtual headsets, or we're just like seeing the games directly in our brain somehow, right? That's probably going to happen. All right, Solana. Let's talk about Solana real quick. Meteoric rise in 2021 about to repeat. Inflow skyrocket past 100 million. 100 million. That's barely nothing, but that's in a week, okay? Solana is coming back full force. It's trying to get past this FTX FUD. And even FTX, whatever they have, they're staking it. So it does seem like they're not dumping their Solana. So Solana is doing well, and I bet a lot of game manufacturers are looking at Solana as long as they don't have any more outages, right? But it seems like all of 2023, they didn't have a single one, so that's pretty good. But wait until the volume goes up, and let's see. And if it still holds, then maybe they have gone past that stage, which is really good, okay? Because they need to get ready. Now they're launching this Web3 incubator program. There will be a lot of game makers. There'll be a lot of dApps coming aboard. And that's what we need in this space. We need more usable dApps that people actually use on a daily basis, not just for trading. Right now, the only dApps we have are for trading or staking and bridging and swapping, but they're all literally just DeFi stuff. We don't really have any useful dApps that's outside. We have very, very, very few, little bit, right? But we need those killer dApps to really come aboard. Now, finally, getting to my point, okay, of Elon and X and Twitter. Well, this could be a huge catalyst for Bitcoin and crypto, for Doge, for the entire space. So Elon just conducted an interview where he's talking about making X a financial app by 2024. And he's talking about it like this will replace everything. He's talking about fiat, he's talking about securities, and even crypto. Basically, he wants to make X the sole app for all things financial, right? So you know for sure that this will include cryptocurrencies. You know that it's been hyped up for a long time, right? Is Doge going to get integrated? Yes. Is Bitcoin going to get integrated? Yes. Ethereum? Yes. Right? So he believes that PayPal actually went backwards, that he and David Sachs had this grand vision for PayPal, but they went backwards ever since they got acquired by eBay. Now he's going to fulfill that vision and make X even better than PayPal, and people won't even need a bank account anymore after they sign up. That's what he's trying to do, right? Will he do it? I don't know. I'm hoping so. But what I'm more interested in is the crypto aspect. And there's no doubt in my mind that he's building that in. He's going to build it in. Maybe X will copy Strike and utilize the Lightning Network for instant transfers.